Hello, everybody. My name is LJ, and welcome to Wrasslin for Life Network. And I'm here with your daily wrestling news. And if you've been here before or you haven't, you know what comes up next is always this. And we are getting better with pictures. Look at this go. It's a Monday, so I got the buttons going. We got this going, right? And that's right, you're asking, who am I showing you? Well, in 1964, the original Nature Boy, Buddy Rogers, is declared the very first WWF champion after Vince McMahon Sr.'s defection from the NWA required the promotion to recognize their own world champion. So that was the original Nature Boy. That was the woo before the woo, and also, um, a little bit less happy, but 6 years ago today on Raw in Connecticut, Mr. Edge, Mr. Adam Copeland, Canadian. Yes, let me get this flag. Got the Oh Canada. He unfortunately on this day, um, he announced his retirement from professional wrestling due to a series of tests that revealed that his neck problems and arm numbness had gotten to a point where he'd actually be risking paralysis or death if he still wrestled. So, obviously, thinking of his own health and his family and everybody, he took a step back and was officially diagnosed with cervical spinal stenosis. However, this is why I included this he's it just sorry, wrong picture. He may have retired, but I mean, look at him now. He returned in the Royal Rumble and he's been kicking ass ever since. He's been putting people over still. He's been still fighting. He's about to start a new faction. Like, I think it's it's a miracle. He got to be in a Royal Rumble match with his brother before his brother left, but that was still like you could see Edge was crying in it. So I great. It might be a little bit sad to remember, but also it's we wouldn't have gotten such a heartwarming comeback if it didn't happen. And I'm so glad that he was able to get better, get the treatment, get the physiotherapy, and now he's just coming back better than ever with his wifey, Miss Beth Phoenix, and they're both kicking ass. So I still am you got to remember, you got to keep remembering because sometimes it's the bad you're remembering, but then it always mostly leads to a good part. So, but on to our, main point of the video, the wrestling news. And we are going first. Yes, you guys saw it there for a second. Mr. Bret Hart. He reacted to CM Punk and Dax Harwood's uh, constant homages that they pay to him on AEW. And he said, I appreciate them. It means a lot to me for them being big fans of mine. Just let me get that bigger for you. There you go. Oh, I'm just covering it. We'll figure that out. Um, I try to cheer them on as much as possible. I wish I could see them more often and be more of an input to helping them with their careers. I just want them to know I'll always be in their corner cheering them on. And I find that so wonderful. I think that's heartwarming. And I feel like that's just fantastic. I love to see older wrestlers passing down the torch to the younger wrestlers and just encouraging them and feeling and just taking all of the homages up, say, like being appreciative of them because there's some people that aren't as appreciative to the younger generation. So it's very nice to see that. And he to give some examples on how Punk and Harwood paying homage during Punk's debut match with Darby Allin was a beat for beat tribute to Hart's match against the 1-2-3 Kid on the 1994 episode of Raw. So I did my research here, and furthermore, during the dog collar match with MJF and Punk at AEW Revolution, Punk replicated the exact finish to Bret Hart versus Rowdy Piper match at WrestleMania 8. There we go. And of course, Punk also paid tribute to Hart when he used the small package to pin Wardlow which is a tribute to when Bret Hart versus Diesel in the 1995 Survivor Series that finished. So I just thought it was very fun to point out a little bit more of that extra history because I absolutely love when people pay homage to other people that have inspired them and meant so much to them in the business. So especially storyline related, with the dog collar match and everything, I love it. It's fantastic. And oh yes, Mr. Dax Harwood, don't want to leave you behind there. He, I'm so happy that he's also paying homage to Bret Hart. Both him and his tag team partners really show off the old time wrestling style, the style, the look, the everything, style in every term of the word. Because the way they dress, their intro music, the way they act, the way they fight, the way their storylines are, everything is old school, and I'm sure Bret Hart deeply appreciates that and just adds more to wanting to cheer them on. On to our next story. Yes, that is Mr. Paul Heyman. There we go. See, it's Monday. I'm just clicking buttons. He said he has absolutely no desire to go into the Hall of Fame. That's right, on being a guest on WRIF, I assume radio station. Yeah, he says that, yeah, I have absolutely no desire to go into the Hall of Fame. Well, I am the special counsel to the tribal chief. I don't know what all these, but I don't know what, that's how it's written. I'm reading it. I don't know where this person went to. I don't know. To the tribal chief, I'm putting together a Hall of Fame run simply based on what we could do as the undisputed champion right now, let alone everything else that I've done and accomplished beforehand. So while we're in the middle of this run, it would make no sense for me to go into the Hall of Fame. So that is Paul Heyman's final words on him going into the Hall of Fame. I think he definitely deserves he definitely deserves a spot in the Hall of Fame for commentators or managers or whatever category they want to shove him into, but he deserves an award. He's been working his ass off in this company and this whole community of wrestling for a very, very long time, and we would not have some of the storylines or the people that we do now and stuff that we remember without him. So as much as we want to, oh, he did this and he says that, and I don't like his point of view on this, he's a very important part of wrestling. And on the same interview with the radio station, I assume, he also talked about the three biggest people in his opinion that he has managed so far, and that would be Stone Cold, Undertaker, and of course Roman Reigns. And I wanted to just point out a few things from Stone Cold, what he said about him, that he says he managed him WCW before he came to WWE, and he is over that Austin has been like in the business for over 30 years, and I'm very proud of him, and I thought it was very smart for him to wrestle his last match instead of stepping up and trying to have one more run against the tribal chief Roman Reigns. Always got to put that in there. And of course, Undertaker, he says that he is also applauded his decision to enter the Hall of Fame, signifying the end of Undertaker's career before it got itchy. I don't know what that means, but that's the wording he used. And decided to step up one more time against the tribal chief to get smashed. Yeah, okay. I love that he stays in character. Gotta love the kayfabe. He's bringing back kayfabe. That's fantastic. And he's very proud that all the people that he has managed so far seem to be absolute legends. There's been a few people here and there that didn't work out, but we've all kind of heard that a lot of Heyman's guys aren't really liked backstage sometimes because they're Heyman's guys. So, yeah, and if they don't like Heyman, they don't like Heyman's guys. So it's a whole mess. But right now, he's very proud of the work he's done and has no intention of ending his career going to the Hall of Fame right now. He is still working hard. So on to our next story. That's right. Who's sitting on the ropes? Angel Garza sitting on the ropes, or just Angel, because they took his second name. But if I just said Angel, you wouldn't know who I'm talking about. And he was recently given an interview by Wrestling Inc., and he referred to this entire era of wrestling as the criticism era. Oh, you guys know what's coming next. You know it's coming. Just wait. Just wait for it. Let's see if we can time it, okay? See if you can guess when it's going to come, okay? No matter what we do, they are always going to complain. No matter if we are on top, oh, they're giving everything to that guy. If you are running for the 24/7 championship, oh, they are burying that guy. If you are doing a great job, oh, they are just trying to push that guy. They are always going to come up with something. They will never be happy. Okay, okay. Welcome to wrestling. Did he not know that? And it's not just this era, it's been forever. I don't know how to help you there. If you look back in history, we had Stephanie McMahon fighting like we had Stephanie McMahon fighting, okay? And she's a great fighter, but it was like getting wins for no reason, okay? This and people pointed that out and it would be considered a criticism back then. And yeah. No, they've been haters in the past. There's going to be haters in the future. And if you don't like it, don't read the comments. Don't read the dirt sheets. Um, I can see how he's a little tired of probably being told, like he gives more examples that, oh, you're an egotistical person, so you're just looking out for yourself, which he says, well, yes, because I look out for myself, and this is my job, and I do everything, and I start, but I can't complain because if I do, I get criticized. Yes, okay. Again, anything you do on television or on social media is going to get criticized. That's just how entertainment works, and you signed up to a a sports entertainment platform. Yep. But we're gonna you guys tell me down below what you think of that. Are we in the criticism era, or has there always been haters of wrestling? There still are haters of wrestling, and there continually will be haters of wrestling. You want to know why? Because usually when something has a really big fan base, they always have a little group of haters, and you just don't avoid that. Um, But on to our next thing. Oh yeah, you guys thought it was coming in that one. No, 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 no. Gets better. Gets better. It's my favorite picture. Well, no, no, no. You guys will see my new favorite picture soon. But for right now, we have Eric Bischoff revealing that he is embarrassed for Tony Khan because it's gonna be a ride and a half. Just buckle yourself in here. Um, Tony Khan was recently online saying, on Twitter and such, saying that a certain account that has been leaving multiple, not even criticism, just hatred toward AEW, is just a bot, because he cited an independent study to in blah, blah. Tony Khan showed an independent study on Twitter that said that bot was that specific account was a bot. To which Eric Bischoff says, "Man, I'm embarrassed. That's the best way to say it. I'm embarrassed for you, Tony. I don't know whether he's true or not, but he has enough money to figure it out. Let's assume he's right. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt." Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah. He's saying like don't mention it in public. If you don't give the haters more fuel, don't give them clout because that's what they want. You point out this account, they're gonna get more clout. So I kind of get what Eric's saying here. I know that's shocking for me. I'm aware. The bulldog sometimes makes some sense. They're the little puppy's so cute. And then there's that one with glasses. And it's not me. Uh, so I would say that he's correct in that Tony didn't need to deal with this publicly. Um, but also, I'm sure he dealt with I'm absolutely positive he dealt with a few things publicly back in the day on television. So,
Shut up!
That's right. But it's not only for him because he just, has a statement for everything that doesn't involve him. It also involves Mr. Braun Strowman or Adam Shear, or I don't know if I pronounced that right, but at this point I don't care because he oh, there's just so much. There's just so much here. There's just so much. I had to. Do you know why there's so much? I had to. There's slides involved. Yes, that is a picture. There's we have to go back to the classroom for this one. Okay. Yeah. So we'll just. He heard this and saw this on Twitter about the whole it's a bot and Tony's talking about just bots coming after him. He can't handle criticism and to which people are like, "Oh, they've been um he says Strowman says, "I'm sorry, I'm just trying to put this all in perspective because it's very hard to, explain a Twitter thread when you can't show the entire Twitter thread at the moment." Um, Strowman said, "Why is there no face palm emoji? There is a face maybe there's not on his phone. I don't know. Update your phone. This is the same guy that pays the dirt sheets and says his wrestling are free to do whatever, but blackballed them from CYN shows. Why? Because they're a effing threat? That's something new. And we will investigate further on that as to what and the why and the who. More importantly, the what? The what? Yeah, yeah. It was very much. People have tried to intervene and say that nobody is blacklisted, but he is definitely uh started a hashtag himself, Mr. Strowman, with hashtag what a mark. Because Tony is just such a mark, because that's what Braun thinks of him. Yeah. Okay. Again, just I think he's just a little mad because people keep forgetting that he and EC3 started their own wrestling promotion and nobody cares. I'm going to be nice and not swear. Nobody cares. Your promotion is not good at promoting itself. Um so stop taking your anger out online, okay? Okay. You can do that in video games by yourself. Like you can. It's fine. That's right. That's right. That's right. It's my new favorite picture. Also, if Eric wanted a description of what to be embarrassed about, that. I'd be pretty embarrassed about that. Can you see the displeasement in my eyes? Exactly. That's right. He's back in the news because he can't shut up. Now, and I'm a news person, so I get to talk about him even more. He talked about his when he first started thinking about a WWE comeback, and as an AEW fan from the fucking start on the boat. This was just disappointing to read. But I will, and I can't just keep my opinion to myself with this one. You guys know, my opinion. I'm just disappointed more in myself than anything. And yes, this is how I'm taking my anger out with funny pictures. So he revealed that that he'll be teaming with A&E as an executive producer of an upcoming documentary about his father, Dusty Rhodes. So that should be very fun. Cannot wait to see that. I'm sure he is going to have very good time shooting that. I wonder if his brother will be involved. I don't know. He also says that it became the easiest decision to jump over to WWE. I had ever made because it wasn't about money. Everybody pays really well in wrestling now. It was about unfinished business. Okay, people pay good for you, Cody. There's still an economy that's it's not doing that well in the outside of the WWE world. Just let you know there. Um, he officially said that he was thinking about it during the Royal Rumble. That's right. When Edge came back, Cody was thinking, well, maybe I should leave. And so yeah, just thinking about all of those wonderful things that were accomplished in AEW between the time of the Royal Rumble and to now, um, really gives some interesting context, especially for the Friend Olympics for all of you BTE people out there. Well, and Sammy Guevara, because I think it was on Sammy's vlog, because Fuego is in it. Really love that he was already thinking of jumping ship while he was. Wow. It was all just one big painted on smile, everybody. Yeah, he does say that he loves his wonderful, beautiful baby girl that has just been born, and it's odd, he just said that it was not about money. That is what he's quoted in saying first thing in the wonderful, article, and then moves on to saying that since having his beautiful baby girl, since Brandy had the beautiful baby girl, 'cause she had to hold the baby, um, he says, "I need to be busy, 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 and make a lot of money." So that's definitely he's already contradicting himself halfway through his own interview. So, not the best. I think he's just very angry at himself right now, or at least something, because he ended it with, I'm thinking, F, sorry I locked myself out of the main title picture. So, around the time I told myself I didn't want to be a gatekeeper wrestler, which is very nice of him. But he made that decision, so I'm not really sure who he's mad at. He made the decision and he was part of being the boss at the time. So, yeah, we're going to move on because this is just it's just that. Anyway, yeah, I got more. You don't think there's more? Oh, this is my new background on my computer now. But of course, we are ending with some wonderful Impact Wrestling. That's right, Impact Girl right here. Moose says that his career went to the next level when he stopped being an effing mark. That's right, when he was speaking to Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson on their Talkin' Shop podcast or show or YouTube, he was talking to them. Moose was asked why he feels he's become a bigger star in wrestling, being quoted in saying, I stopped being an effing mark. There was a point in wrestling when I just wanted to wrestle. For instance, he hasn't wrestled for a while, probably because of his elbow. I haven't wrestled on TV since October 2 years ago. I'd be mad about that. Why the F am I not wrestling? And I never looked at the bigger picture, and now he kind of just calls the shots, similar to the way that Roman Reigns says, I'm not going on the show unless I'm first or last. Moose said, I'm doing this, and this is how it's getting done. So definitely appreciate that. Sometimes it can be probably stressful for promoters and producers of the show, but also as he's the champion, you sometimes just got to give the champion what he deserves, really. So I'm pretty sure that the whole wrestling since October, that was he was referencing if he had been wrestling since October. My computer probably just auto corrected something there. But yes, he says he wants to make the people want to see you and really look like a star and really appreciate and really show what really matters in wrestling. I know I'm saying really a lot. He says really a lot. But yes, he does love wrestling, so I'm very happy that he's still our champion, but he is working through an injury, so I hope he's getting some good physical therapy for that. I'm not sure how you heal the inside of your shoulder, but I'm sure he has it figured out. They're good. It's all good. But that is the end of the wrestling news, and you know what that means, and if you don't, well, you're about to learn. Now, question of the day today is I was thinking, guys, which platform would you most likely to also see us on? Would you like to see us more on Twitch? Would you like to see us have a Discord? Would you like to see us have a Facebook group? Because I don't know what our demographics are. I don't see the analytics. So, what would you guys like for us to advance on next? Like, how would you like us to communicate with you? Maybe have more like a stream like Twitch, maybe play some video games, just chill out? Or do you want more of a Discord where you can share memes and maybe do a meme review or Lawai or something? Or, Facebook group. Like I said, I'll figure it out if you guys want it. So please let me know your answer to that question. And this is the end of the show. I have been LJ, and I really hope you guys have a good rest of your evening, afternoon, or night whenever you're watching this. But remember to comment down below your answer to the question and any of your opinions on the news stories today, or to just tell me to get over being mad at Cody, because, yeah, I should probably do that. So, I've been LJ. Comment, like, ring the bell, and the Wrasslin for Life Network will be back later today to do a full watch party of Raw. So come on back and you'll see us. And, well, most importantly, you'll see KJ. And everybody loves KJ. There's a conspiracy that he might be KO because we've never seen them in the same room together, Maybe put that down in the comments. What do you think of that? But thank you very much, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening, afternoon, morning, whatever. Bye bye.